pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Curry trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Big push down the backstretch is going to give him a good run through the corners.
Just a little bit
follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Schettner Custom Truck Series from Daytona, featured right here on JTN. So glad you're joining us here. However, we are in a bit of a holding pattern at the moment with some severe server crashing issues due to some thunderstorms down in the Daytona Beach area. I am Joe Twansky. I'm hoping you're having a fantastic Saturday night. Leg 1 of our JTN doubleheader here tonight, right here on YouTube.com. Make sure, if you haven't already, we do appreciate it. I know we're going to be in a little bit of a holding pattern here. But click the like button and subscribe. We're going to get racing to you as soon as possible.
If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with not enough diecast syndrome, have we got the solution for you? Come on down to CircleBDiecast.com on the World Wide Web. Surf the internet and find out what everyone's been talking about. You can turn your room from this to that, just with the click of a button. You may ask, how did you get so many vehicles? That must have cost a lot of shipping prices for all those parcels. No, it didn't, because I used the code JTN on checkout because there was $20 or more, and I used the code when I checked out. Circle B Diecast, it's where you gotta go if you want diecast. There's more stuff too, but yeah.
Alright, sorry about that, folks at home, but once again, glad you're tuning in with us here on JTN. Again, just in a holding pattern. Don't have a lot to show you on your screens momentarily, so again, hate that we're in this situation at the moment, although, since we are in a holding pattern, I'm gonna go ahead and take you to a very special video that we now have posted over on JTN2. It'll be its premiere here on JTN, taking a look at some of the crazy moments from Talladega 2 weeks ago in the NASCAR Cup Series. Another week, another troubling Ty Gibbs moment. This from Talladega 2 weekends ago now. Whoops, sorry, a little late. But coming down the back straightaway here, getting late in the race. Ryan Sieg pushing the 54. There's a big wreck. Fox, I think, isn't cranking up at this point, so we don't see it because we got that fisheye camera there down in the back. Haha, insert Fox Sports coverage, NASCAR bad comments down below. But you see Brandon Jones there, tore up. Daniel Hemrick is also there. There's the 44. I think it's Ryan Ellis in that car last week, 08. Yale or David Starr, which Ty Gibbs. But let's get a replay of it. You see Gibbs pushed out. Okay, that's unfortunate. Try to get back in line. Oh, zoom in. He's flipping something. Bristol put the graphic up. All right, we're good. Flipping him the bird is what he's doing there to Ryan Sieg, and causes a big wreck trying to force his way back down in line. Not really what you want to do as a young driver. I don't think that's not the best of looks, taking one of your hands off the wheel. We always preach to the young folks out there, right, to keep hands at I think it's 9 and 3 now, not 10 and 2. I think that's what they told me in driving school, at least, was 9 and 3. Anyways, you see there's the bump. You're going to see the bird get flashed. It's hard to see on this camera because you got all the fences and whatnot and the RVs, but big junk on the back straightaway. Both Gibbs cars involved. I believe the 18 of Drew Dollar was either already out of this. No, he's towards the back of the screen. He's going to be out of the race eventually. He wrecked here a couple times. But, yeah, just a big wreck. Not the best of look for Ty Gibbs. Another certified Ty Gibbs moment here from Talladega last week. Just wanted to make sure we pointed it out, mentioned it here if we're going to be trying to do some of these little tear-down, breakdown, low-down, hoe-down things here on JTN2. But, yeah, Ty Gibbs, another wreck. Disappointing finish for him at Talladega last week. Unfortunate for him and his entire team. And that, of course, was taking a look back at Ty Gibbs from Talladega 2 weeks ago. Obviously, some very, very funny, nefarious, maybe not nefarious things going on there with Ty chucking a hand out the window with a very obscene gesture to Ryan Sieg behind him. But again, you're going to be able to find that video. It's the same video, but head on over now to JTN2. We're going to be doing some more of those race breakdowns over there, kind of looking at some of the crazy moments that you see week in and week out in NASCAR on national television. We have another one of those videos out over there as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Looking at Ross Chastain's victory from Talladega. Back racing at Talladega here with the next-gen car in the spring as Ross Chastain and Michael McDowell make the field split them as they're getting lapped here. You see Ross is kind of after it, but Ross is going to be battling with Brad Keselowski. Keselowski all over the back of the 22. There's Ross highlighted there. Watch how good of a job Brad does pushing the 22. Probably almost wrecking him a couple times, but Joey Logano's a good blocker. Logano going to say, see ya. Brad going to have to get behind this one car. They're going to be battling for the lucky dog position here. Very important position coming to the end of the stage. Know that there's a caution coming in 4 laps here, or maybe a little bit sooner, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But field progressing down the back straightaway. Keselowski locked behind Chastain, kind of getting ready to set himself to make a run at this one car and try to get by him. But, oh, wait, there goes the 16 of Hemrick. Engine issues plagued RCR this weekend. At a Childress affiliate. Chase Briscoe and Chris Busch are also involved. Going to give Ross the opportunity to get back on the lead lap. But let's look at how this kind of came to fruition here, because it's a very unique thing and not something that I don't think Ross is going to be too disappointed about. You see McDowell and Chastain out there in front of the field. Here comes the field right behind them. Larson getting a huge push from Byron. Bell pushing Bubba, but Ross going to come up off the bottom of the track, make the inside line kind of go through a chicane. Ross highlighted there, going to be able to get into the draft behind the 43. Also going to get a push from the 22. That kind of gets him put up in this pack, and he's going to be well ahead of Keselowski. And you see McDowell there on the bottom, that yellow car on the bottom, going to be falling to the back of this field. There's Ross. Keselowski, nowhere to be seen. McDowell farther on back. You fast forward to the end of the race. Top 5 going to be all together here on the bottom. Ross giving a big chaos-inducing push to the 5. Larson going to make contact with the 45. You go back, see how this is all kind of generated. So with that in mind, you see those 4 now in line. Going to pick up the 5 at Larson, give him all of the energy behind. Pushing. Ross is all over the back bumper of the 5. William Byron into the wall. This is a tough break here for 23-11. There goes Bubba. But Ross Chastain going to bring it home in victory. Michael McDowell here on the bottom. Absolute jerk move there to Corey LaJoie. Don't know what that was about. But you see Ross victorious here in Talladega. Chaos just follows Ross Chastain everywhere he wins. There you see Michael McDowell just onto the apron. I don't know if he was really touched there by the 12 and just absolutely takes out Corey LaJoie. I don't know. Hard to tell if LaJoie hit the wall. Here you see the wreck there. Bubba, big hit there to the outside. Glad to see him walk away okay from that one. Really felt like 23-11's best chance to get a victory here. But Ross Chastain, once again, is a winner. Second win of the season for him and Trackhouse. Gonna do the Mikey coming out of the roof hatch. But Ross gets a second win in chaotic fashion. A memorable finish to a kind of lackluster race with the rest of the field on the bottom. But let me know what you think of these little videos, kind of just breaking down some things that we see in the racing. Talladega kind of a little bit hard because I think this finish has kind of already been dissected so much. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Alright, folks, looks like we're getting server and camera and the lightning warning has been lifted. Words are very hard tonight, folks. So we're going to shut down the stream real quick, get everything fired on back up, and we'll be right back here on JTN. Alright, folks, and we are back. Again, apologies for the weather delay there. We should have trucks on track here on your screens in just mere moments. But as the field starts to file back onto the racing surface here, getting ready for qualifying, we are joined by none other than the driver of the 92 Maverick truck here tonight. None other than Mr. Benjamin Snyder. Ben, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm looking forward to this new series, this companion series to the Maverick Cup Series, which I'm the director of. And I'm looking forward to helping out with this. I'm not doing full-time down here. I'm focused on the Mavericks.
Well, focused on the Mavericks, and we've seen a series that at times at the start of the year, I think, really impressed with car count and whatnot, but obviously some pretty hectic, chaotic races to start the year. How do you see, though, tonight with the Schettner Custom Truck Series going with their season opener here from Daytona?
This should be a pretty clean race, kind of like what we saw at Vegas on Tuesday.
I think it's going to
have as many cars.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. And what's your outlook tonight driving this number 92?
I'm expecting to be probably somebody who'll run mid-pack. I'm probably going to, I don't know if I'm going to do the full race because I may help out with some admin stuff.
And what is it like now? Obviously, Jesse Klein has come in, and obviously Greg Schettner kind of helping tandem run this series. How does it feel to kind of have some more hands in the admin room there helping out running things over here?
Those guys, along with Nathan Ormond and Brad Burke, and Allie, they've really helped with this series.
Well, Ben, we don't want to keep you for too long up here. Know that you got to get that 92 truck. You got to shake it down here in practice. Good luck tonight, but before we let you go, anyone you want to shout out or thank?
Well, obviously my family, and obviously my sponsors, Maverick Board Riding Company, RaceGearMerch.com, Live Reality Games Podcast. Those guys are amazing. I love those guys. Folks at the Autism Service Organization, they were featured on my car at Las Vegas. Hopefully some new sponsors will come on as well. Obviously my fellow admins, my teammates, my dad, Mike Seneca, Joshua Mercurio, Aman Patel. All those guys really just have helped make BSR grow, and I'm hoping we can get some more involvement in the Maverick Cup Series next year. We have a page on Facebook. We have a Facebook group if you want to be involved. We're always on the lookout for sponsors. We're on the lookout for new drivers. If you're a driver in ARCA East, ARCA West, Wheeling Modified, SCCA, any of these series, we'd be happy to have you come down and join us. And we want to make this the most competitive fixed setup series in our 2003 next year. So a lot of big plans for next year. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, Ben, we're looking forward to it too. Again, congratulations on all the success here to start off Season 2 of the Maverick Cup Series, and good luck out there tonight. Benjamin Snyder, driver of the 92. Well, now it's time to welcome in my broadcast colleague. You know him, you love him. He's a crazy, wacky dude, Mr. Ricky Collette.
Hi there, Joe. Glad to be here tonight. Been helping you troubleshoot in the back here while you were doing these little interviews. But hopefully everything's all sorted out. We'll get to see some great racing here tonight. Should be a fun one. Daytona, pretty quick race, truck racing. You know the story. You know the old song and dance by now. Should be a fun night.
And it looks like we're still having some, seems to still be some server kind of difficulties and issues here. Unless practice just got reset again. Nope,
No,
it didn't.
It is not. That is...
All right, it's the server.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so folks, we're still having some technical glitches and gaffes here. We do, again, have the USORL AlphaTauri Cup Series regular season finale coming up after this here on JTN. This is the season opener for the Schettner Custom Truck Series. Again, it's going to be 40 laps here with these trucks. It is the CWS 2015 Mod Daytona BP for all the NR 2003 fans out there looking for mod track combo. And if you want to find out more, again, Ben talked about it, you can check out the Maverick Cup Series Facebook group. We got it linked down in the video description below. Ricky, obviously, we saw at the start of the year a hectic Daytona race with the Maverick Cup Series. Tonight, a smaller field, CTS physics, all those things have to kind of combine to make a cleaner race.
Yeah, well, you'd think so, Joe, but it's a little yes, a little no. These trucks are tighter. They don't have a lot of aero. They're big shoe boxes, so in that case, they're more stable racing each other, but it does create a bigger wake. These trucks draft up a lot quicker to each other. You can definitely push a lot more with these trucks, so a little bit of a balancing act. I'd say just on single car maneuverability, single vehicle maneuverability, the trucks are a little easier to handle. But in terms of drafting, they're a little wild. You can definitely do some crazy things in these trucks.
Definitely going to be some things tonight. And folks, we can't thank you enough as always for tuning in. You saw some of this you saw some of the videos that we now have over on JTN too. You go check them out over there. If you liked them, give them a like over there. Comment what your thoughts were about kind of those hectic things. We're going to try to do some more of those types of videos over on JTN too. But of course, we used them as stalling material tonight, Ricky. I'm still kind of flabbergasted because we were running around up here for a little bit for what I think a good 10 minutes. So still waiting to go to qualifying here again. We are going to be pressed up against the clock, it would look like, as well. Which is, we're going to be running around a lot tonight here at JTN, but you folks at home, you're going to want to stick right here on the JoeTowNetwork for a bunch of great racing here tonight. Qualifying has begun. Drivers being called to their cars. And qualifying position, we always talk about it, not as important at the super speedways, Ricky, but qualifying on pole is always a nice little feather in your cap.
Yeah, definitely. It just shows that you got a handle on the track and how to get around here fast, what the fastest line is around here just by yourself. It's a good little warning shot to everyone, I would say. Just, a little bit of a brag. But yeah, beyond that though, with this few cars here tonight, I don't think it's a whole. I don't think it's a whole ton of stuff, a ton of reason that you need to be on pole here.
CTS physics too, kind of generating the runs. You can generate those runs a little bit more by yourself, right? The trucks punch a bigger wake in the air and allow for more suck up, and I think that's going to be another crucial point of tonight's race when you talk about not needing to qualify up front. So it's a big combination of things here tonight, Ricky, and I think the fans at home, they're going to see hopefully they're seeing a good race. Hopefully we're seeing a good race tonight. But as always, folks, remember, leave a like on the video, comment, subscribe. We love seeing you guys in chat, as always. Connor Cooper, of course, in the event tonight, also in chat. Welcome, welcome. Allie Rain, Joshua Mercurio, Keith Hughes, and DJ Harris, CMR21. I should know who that is. But can't thank everyone for tuning in here tonight, JT. I know it's a Saturday night. I know there's a lot of other things going on in the world, and we're glad that you picked us here on JTN. Qualifying again, currently underway. This was your Circle B Diecast race preview. Remember to use code JTN checkout for free shipping on your order of $30 or more. And again, new in 2022, it's of course JTN2. Head on over there now and subscribe. We got awesome new content coming weekly. Again, that's your home for the Fake Racers podcast, Disqualified, race breakdowns, highlights, and much, much more again over on JTN2. See those times starting to creep across the top of the screen? Fixed setup, Ricky. Here on a super speedway, of course, means there's not a lot of things that you can do. It all comes down to the driver. And the old adage is that anyone can drive on a super speedway, right? Anyone can win any time we come to Daytona, Talladega. That isn't true, though, is it? There are definitely drivers that are better at it than others.
Yeah, definitely. It's even you put everyone on even footing. Even the best drivers are still going to rise to the top. And super speedways is very much the same thing. Some guys are out here just get a knack for it and just really good at manipulating the air, getting through the field, kind of playing everyone all race for pawns in their grand game of getting the win here. Make it look easier than it is most of the time, and I think that's why people think that. But the truth is, it takes some effort, and sometimes when you get a hook for super speedway racing, you just get a hook for it, and see who ends up rising to that occasion tonight. But I think we'll definitely see some specific front runners up here.
It does look like qualifying has concluded, so we'll open up our happy hour session, and when we open up happy hour, it's always time for you, Ricky, to take us through tonight's starting lineup.
All right, with pleasure, Joe. And I mean, we got 10 minutes of happy hour here, so I don't know, should I go really slowly?
That would be preferred, I'm sure, so.
Okay. Starting tonight's race at the Daytona International Speedway here in Daytona Beach, Florida, United States. In the state of Florida, on pole at a time of 49.333 seconds is the 48 car of Cody Yamas. Starting second will be the 94 car of Jesse Klein. In the third spot will be the 82 car of Keith Hughes. Fourth, okay, I can't do this. This is killing me. Okay, going faster. Fourth goes to the 4 of Steve Gallagher. The fifth spot goes to Tristan Grace in the 09. In the sixth position, the 88 of Aiden Robertson. Joseph Landy Pavlon, the 68 car, will start from the 7th spot. The 11 car of Joshua Mercurio will start from the 8th position. The 91 car, Brian Hunt, will start from the 9th spot tonight. Rounding out the top 10 will be Kyle Gatt in that 14 truck. Starting from 11th will be the 18 machine of Connor Cooper. 12th goes to the 92 of Benjamin Snyder. And rounding out the field tonight, 13th spot. Last car take a time in qualifying, last car on the field. So every car took a time in qualifying tonight. Is the 51 car of Jason Dady. And that's going to be your starting lineup here from Daytona. Joe, I just couldn't do it. I just could not go slow. That was too much. Too much for one man.
Too much, Ricky. You're always too much.
I got the spam bots getting mad in chat.
Do you actually? Are they back?
Look. Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
the
spam
bro,
bots.
Just go to what that
yeah,
is. That is
remember,
that is
folks, because we
That's a
haven't
bold
seen this in a
statement.
few weeks. Never click a link unless it's from the JoeTowNetwork or it's someone with a little wrench next to their name. Never click a link. Never click a link. You know, our little friend there hadn't been around for a while, so I'm just glad to see they're still kicking. You know?
Yeah, I like this. Well, they're getting nicer. He called us bro.
Bro.
Yeah, you know, the bots usually aren't that nice. They just yell. They just yell at you. This one said bro.
Drivers being called to the grid, trucks getting staged there now as we get ready to go racing from the World's Center of Racing.
Is it Llamas?
Drivers, start your engine!
And there's the command as we get ready to go racing here from Daytona. Llamas and Klein on row number 1. Then, of course, Maverick Cup Series Daytona winner Keith Hughes rolling off in 3rd. Gonna be a good one here tonight. Steve Gallagher there in 4th. Tristan Grace, Toby Roberson, or no. Did I already screw that up? Aiden Roberson, isn't it?
Yep.
My goodness, I apologize. Aiden Roberson in the 88 rolling off in 6th. Joseph Landy Pavlon in 7th. Then the 11 of Joshua Mercurio in 8th. First 4 rows here tonight from...
Now, Joe, what do you think about fuel mileage here tonight? How often do you think these guys are going to have to be stopping?
We're only going to need to make one stop, right?
Think so?
Yeah, I think so. One stop, and while the Florida Panthers truck is out front, unlike them in their series with the Washington Capitals, ooh, sick burn, we get ready to go racing here from the Sunshine State. Again, 40 laps here tonight from Daytona. Who will claim the first checkered flag here in the Schettner's Customs Truck Series? Pace truck is in. Yamas with control of the field as we get ready to go racing here from Daytona. Down and away we go. Green flag, and we're underway from the World Center of Racing.
Coming down to turn 1 here.
Already
94
someone
Jesse
blowing
Klein
up.
gets a good edge on the 48 car Yamas. He's got to jump in line here, take the lead. Jesse Klein will coming through turns 1 and 2.
And Connor Cooper's engine has expired. Caution already out on the track. As the first caution of the night is already out for the engine expiring off the 18 truck.
All that build up, we already got a caution.
I believe that's performance anxiety.
Literally. Well, that performance, you got anxious and went away. Very, very unfortunate for Connor Cooper. That just looks like it's a random failure right there for that 18 truck.
Let's go ahead and get you the replay of it. Ooh, fancy new graphics.
Oh, so fancy. Ooh.
Isn't that fancy? As here you see the replay. Just getting off the starting blocks. Money shifted it. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's a lot of money down the drain for your old driver number 18 with the motor gone now on that race truck. So again, caution number 1 is out here on the speedway. Ricky, just so you know, Bristol is so proud of that little transition now.
It's fancy looking. I like that.
No, Connor, I think we've all been there, done that. So, Ricky, as we sit here under our first caution, a couple trucks coming down the pit lane. Maybe not. E2 fakes it. 92 going to come down. As we sit here, we kind of wait for this thing to get underway. How have you enjoyed Throwback Weekend so far?
I like it. I always love it. I always love it.
Did you enjoy the 9 car of Chase Elliott going skirt into the wall?
No, because it was a pretty car.
It was. Did you see they're not even going to try to rewrap it?
They're going to kind of halfway rewrap it.
What do you mean?
It's just going to look kind of gross.
Are they?
Yeah, they said they're just going to put the throwback on the sides. It's going to be like Byron's car last week.
Oh my goodness. It's not really a throwback then, is it?
No. Yes. Yes.
Tell us what your favorite throwback paint scheme is in the chat now. Also had crazy things happening in the Kentucky Derby with the horse that was just entered yesterday winning. Rich Strike, I believe is the name of the horse. Not going to be a sprint here tonight, more of a marathon with 40 laps. Jesse Klein still out in front. A good restart for driver number 94 to kick this thing off. DJ, that 45 does look really good. I know our good buddy Sean Whitehill, I'm sure, is a pretty big fan of that car. The 45 McDonald's throwback, Ricky.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
That one looks good. I'm disappointed in RCR. Really is who I'm really disappointed in. Not doing any throwbacks. Colleague didn't do any throwbacks. I think RCR's the 21 today was a throwback. Yeah, Zach, I'm sure you did like Cranon Finger's throwback to Bristol. Enfinger wasn't running a throwback, was he? I don't think so. I think the Trackhouse cars, though, definitely probably have the best shot of winning best in show. Usually it goes to the 43 team. But this year, if you had to give it to one team overall, I think Trackhouse probably takes the cake with the Coca-Cola cars. Would you agree with that, Ricky?
Yes. I would agree with that.
Would you agree that we're just ready to go racing here from Daytona?
I would say, excuse me, I would say so, yes. As we're waiting for this caution to alleviate itself. I would have to think they're going to be 1 to green this time by.
I would have to think that as well. I would have to hope that. Ricky didn't hear the question. Yeah, Keith, he doesn't usually hear the questions. He doesn't hear me talk most of the time.
Well, I was trying to check through our things, just making sure that we're trying to stay on top of everything.
Ricky, you know that's Bristol's job.
I know. But I also need a cover for why I may have not heard you.
We are
I'm
having
dying.
fun
That's
tonight.
why.
We are
Hear
having.
that cough? That's a cough of a dying man.
We got like the first 20 minutes of our broadcast. I filmed it like 3 weeks ago. That was pretty good, right? Like,
That was pretty good, yeah.
you know,
You got the one to go to green here. So now this
that's
is,
pretty good.
I guess, the actual true blue start to the race because, I mean, technically, we're going to be going green at 6 laps. So, note right there on length of caution because we got green on lap 1 and we were just going green in just lap 6. So, good note. But I think we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun here.
Ricky, I think we're gonna have to make a best of Ricky's monologues video. I think that would
What
be a
about
pretty good
worst of?
video. Well, isn't that the same thing?
Yes.
I think they're so great because, you know, I flash back to, I believe it was Martinsville. We're wrecking under caution. And, you're just chatting away. You're just chatting away, Ricky.
That one was a good one.
That one was a
funny.
good one. That one we looked back on in our company meeting that week, and we couldn't stop laughing. We chalked it up to, okay, funny moment. We'll move on from it.
And then I did it again.
You know, that's the culture we build here at JTN.
The thing about JTN is we got a thing called tenure. I can do whatever I want and I won't get fired. No, that's not how it works.
Much like a college university.
But it is fun.
Jesse Klein going to lead us back to green. Cody Lamas there in second. Keith Hughes and Gallagher. All right, here we go. Pace truck is going to pull down the pit lane. Green flag. We're back underway here from Daytona. Good restart on the outside for the 48. No help behind.
Restart
3
on the
wide
outside,
already
yeah,
with the
from
68.
48, but the 82 is going to give a big push here, Jesse Klein.
No help behind Yamas. That's going to let Jesse Klein take the lead with help from Keith Hughes. They're in the 82. It is windy here. Look at how shaky the camera is.
You know, Joe, they call Daytona the Windy City for a
wow.
reason. I've just blinded you with that fact of science, I guess. Looking back at this, though, Jesse Klein blinding everyone here by leading this race on 94 machine. Single file right now through the field. 2 wide back at Cody Yamas, who's starting to get caught by the 4 of Gallagher in the 91 of Hunt. They're starting to try to form back up that line, Joe, but I think they're going to need some more numbers up there. 3 against like 10 isn't really going to get you that momentum that you need.
Yeah, Mercurio going to get on by the 48. Now Landy Pavlin going to be to the inside in that 68. Right now, top 5 all single file out in front of the field. If you're Jesse Klein, you love to see that behind you. It's a lot easier to block 1 truck compared to 2, especially early on in one of these races here at the World Center of Racing. See if Lamas tries to get to the bottom. He will in that 48.
Did you say mamas?
I said yeah, you know.
He said mamas. They're getting a little wiggly up here. Pavlon looks left and looked right on the 48 there for a second. They're going to be almost 3 wide here. 14, 48, and 68. That's not how you get speed, guys.
I was going to say, it's so windy down here. The trucks are moving side to side down the straightaways.
Yeah, they really are kind of, which is weird because I'm looking at the old barometer, the old weather vane. I should say barometer. Barometer's like pressure. I'm looking at the old chicken on the spinny thing. And we have a wind speed of 0 miles an hour, Joe. So I'm not necessarily sure why it's so windy here with the 0 mile an hour wind. But if we got any meteorologists watching, if you could give us a little lightness.
My guess is it's everyone cheering.
My theory is that's a vortex effect. These trucks going around here creates its own little disturbed air morsel.
Oh man, Sean changed his profile picture.
Sean saying Nick Castellanos. I like that.
Castellanos. Klein still in control of the field, then Keith Hughes and Tristan Grace, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you gotta think that right now some of these guys might be trying to ride it around at least till this pit stop. You know, Joe, you were talking about it. If you only have to make really one pit stop here, you probably want to
Halfway.
get to that point before you start getting too buck wild with all of this.
And we always talk about the pit stops here on the super speedways, Ricky. You know, there's the theory of I want to pit with everybody, and then there's the theory of I want to pit by myself, or at least with not everybody, with only a couple teammates, a couple friends. It'll be interesting to see if the folks coming at the front end are by themselves or the folks coming at the rear end of the pit cycle are by themselves. That's always an interesting dynamic. Because you kind of, it's all about when you decide to separate yourself from the rest of the pack and see how you line back up. Right now, if you're Jesse Klein, you like what you're seeing, right? You got clean racetrack out in front, single file all behind you. Looks like one truck up outside. It's the 51. Datey there in the 51.
Really dicey back here. You see the 11 of Mercurio just jumped underneath the yellow line there for a second. All these guys starting to scatter a little bit. The 4 of Gallagher going to the outside here, trying to make a run with the 68 of Joseph Landy Pavlon right behind him. Trying to get that momentum here. The thing is that low line's formed up, but they're not formed up. You know, they're riding around here pretty uniform, but it seems like all the guys are moving, and I think that's what the 4 Gallagher's trying to do, is try to get a little bit of an advantage here. On them doing that by trying to form up 2 or 3 in line up top to see if they can kind of gain that ground that way. But you see a little further up here, Cody Yamas jumps to the outside, the 09 car. He's stuck outside in no man's land here. We'll try to see if he jumps back down. He can't. He's stuck to the outside of the 14, but the 09 of Grace is going to jump to the outside. Now we're starting to see that high line action form in, Joe.
Now it's time to start to try and move forward. Big moment there from the 09 truck. He was there in the 82, though. Going to stay in second place, of course. Your season opener winner from the Maverick Cup Series. Here comes that 14 truck up into third. Looks like he's going to be clear of the 09.
See the 2 wide here. The 09 of Tristan Grace still leading this top line. Can't really get that ground just yet. Actually, he's lost a spot to the 14 of Gat. Looks like they got the trucks up there, but now it's just a matter of... Thing is, it takes a few laps of working at this. You see that they're pretty much even numbered between both sides now, top and bottom line. They just need to start getting some good shots here. And the 11 goes up into the 09, gets him loose. Oh, everyone makes a move. 48 into him. This is going to be a wreck, Joe.
Big wreck down here in turns number 3 and 4. The 09 around 48. Heavy hits there to the outside retaining wall. And we have our second caution of the night.
That's a slow one, Joe.
It was definitely a slow builder.
Looks like the 11 of Mercurio. I'm not sure. It looks like he gets into the back of the 14. I don't know if that's what caused the 11 to do this, but he just goes up the track into the 09, sends the 09 into the outside wall. He spins off the nose of his teammate there in the 88 of Robertson, and Robertson gets into the 48 that then gets into the 09.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of... It was just like bumper cars, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, on board with Landy Pavlin here in the 68. And now everyone coming down the pit lane, Ricky.
Yeah, everyone's gonna come down this time. 14 to 40, so I don't think this will make it to the end. I think they'll have to take another stop here at some point.
I think we'll be okay.
It's 36 laps, isn't it? Oh, that's 26. Excuse me.
Yeah.
26 laps. I don't know.
I think the
Isn't it
09 might have
usually
missed
like
the box.
18, depending on the wear.
Yeah, you're right. GT is going to win the race off the pit lane. I think fuel only there on the 82 truck. 68 going to be second, and 94 4. 88 your top 5 off the pit road. Again, it looked like the 09 probably missed the box. Heavy right side damage there on that truck. Depends on the mount. Yeah, Connor. Even the spoiler messed up on that truck. Although if we do the little deep dive NR thing, that's just a weird little thing about this mod, isn't it, Ricky?
Yeah, it's got a weird. The Ford's got a weird thing where the spoilers get all crusty and weird from a distance. There's nothing we can really do about that.
Darren, I'll get you an autograph when we get up there for the USORL Cup Series coming up next here on JTN. Coverage going to begin at 10:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, probably about 20 minutes after the conclusion of our race here from Daytona. Then it's the Maverick Cup Series from Gateway this Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series from Kansas, 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Those are your next 3 races right here only on JTN. Action-packed night of racing here for all our JTN fans. Ricky, they get to hear like 4 hours of our voices. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is a little crazy.
Think about that. You're doing like an actual Cup Series broadcast. Wow. What are we doing with our lives? All right. Pace truck lights are still on. Probably got about 2 more laps of caution here. It's a great time to remind you that you can head on over now to the JTN merch store and get yourself some JTN logo merch. Available on t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs. We got many more options available on the JTN merch store. Again, go check it out now on the JTN merch store. Ricky, what's your favorite throwback that they've ever done all time? So I guess what's your favorite
that's a
paint
tough
scheme
one.
of
That
all
is a
time?
Tough one.
At this point, it feels like. I really like the Johnny Andretti throwback they did last year with the 43.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
That was a good one. McMurray's Mac Tonight car.
That one's good too.
Another good one.
Problem is too, I also my brain completely runs out of memory on what happened when.
Chase
I forget
Elliott's
which throwbacks pop up.
Chase Elliott's Jimmy Means throwback was pretty cool.
No, it was pretty cool. Well, it was.
I love chaos. Everyone gonna come down, take a splash of fuel, and get back off the pit lane, although it looks like the 14 and 51 decided to stay out. But once again, folks, if you haven't already, please, oh please, drop a like on the video and subscribe to us here on JTN. We got all kinds of great racing coming up for you. Have a great back catalog of races for you. Have so much more, again, available right here, youtube.com/JoeTowNetwork. We appreciate it so much when you tune in, whatever night of the week it may be, whenever you get the opportunity or the chance, no matter how long you view it. It means so much to see all the support you guys have given us here in the last 2 years, and we continue to hope that we're bringing you some great, entertaining content, and we're going to continue to do the best that we can, and always, the door is open for suggestions and comments and, you know, constructive criticism and all that fun jazz as we get ready to go back racing here from Daytona. 51 of Jason Dady with control here for the restart with the 14 of Kyle Gatt to the outside. Into the restart zone we go. Green flag. We're back underway. Good restart from the 14 on the outside. 51 did not get going. Log jam behind him on the bottom.
Yeah, big tire spin for the 51 there. Everyone piled in. That's going to let the 48 get to the inside of our leader here. Yama's going to be uncontested here. We're coming on by the 14 and Gatt to take the lead.
Llamas back to the lead here in that Florida Panthers number 48 Chevy Silverado. And have Gallagher coming up behind. Contact there between Tristan Grace and Kyle Gatt. Almost sent the 14 for a spin down the back straightaway.
Fortina Gatt trying to make a charge back here with a big push from the 09 truck right behind him. Looks like that high line's actually starting to form up here. 14's gone to the outside of the 48. They're side by side coming through the tri-oval here, Joe.
If they have enough trucks up there, they can get it working. But right now, 4v4, still going to be a tough task. You see the 14 of Gatt starting to come down a little bit. Have to be careful of that.
Gatt's got an edge on the outside here. Will he try to come down in front of the 48, or is he going to try to hang on to that high line? Looks like he hangs on to that high line for a second here. More trucks moving up there. But you see the 09 dives to the inside here on the 14. He's going to make a charge for the lead here coming into turn 3.
Tristan Grace there in the 09. Gonna go to the lead.
And Grace trying to hang on to this. The 68 of Pavlon gives him a push. He blinks a little bit, but the 14 of Gatt trying to come back. He's got Jesse Klein coming up behind him, our pole sitter. He's going to give him a big push here.
Big push coming to the 14, but an even bigger push right now behind that 09. More trucks down there. Top 3 a little better organized as Landy Pavlin decides to scrap that comment. Looks to the outside of the 09. No momentum coming behind. Ducks back low. 68 Landy Pavlin squirrely right now. Ricky, never like to see that right now with just eclipsing halfway here when we cross the line. You don't want to get too squirrely too quick, you know?
Yeah, you don't want to get too squirrely too quick. We saw what happened earlier. You want to save that squirreliness for the second half of the race, which we are now at as the halfway point that's crossed in this race. So now you can get squirrely as you want, Joe.
I think a big thing is, you know, you kind of stay calm in the first 3 quarters of the race here with this size field just to let everyone have some confidence. And you see the 09 warping in and out of the server. Never good when the leader's doing that. 68 going to get all over the tailgate of that truck in front.
Oh, 09, Tristan Grace leads across the line here for lap 22. 68 of Pavlon, though, looking left, looking right, just a little bit in the back of that 09 truck as he pushes him around this place.
Pavlin thought about going up to the outside. Now, I don't know, he might have been forced to as Lamas now takes over second in line on the bottom behind the 09 of Grace. Big shove coming to the 09 down into the corner of that Menards Ford. Now that was done on purpose.
Listen, Gray still hanging on to this right now. Pavlon trying to make that charge up high, like you said, Joe. But it just doesn't. It looks like they don't have that momentum yet. You see the 14 looking left, looking right. Doesn't really have the numbers up there for the moment. They're going to try to make a charge back. For the moment, Tristan Gray still hanging on to this, holding a good lead here. Now, the question is going to be, I guess, is when do you come down for that last round of pit stops to make it to the end of this thing, if you need to at all? You know, because we were talking about the caution. There's like a 26 lap run here to the end. We don't necessarily know what their fuel run is to a T, so I don't know if that's short or long relative to what they're going to have. But we'll just see here. For right now, it looks like everyone trying to ride around on that bottom just a little bit, log some laps down. Joe, what are you thinking? What do you think about strategy right now?
You go as long as you can, right? Usually when we get to these super speedways and you get into one of these situations where you're in that one-stop window, you try to ride it out as long as you can. If you're towards the back of the pack, you clutch in, you're trying to save as much fuel as possible. See if you can maybe squeeze out an extra lap or two in case one of those caution comes out. That gets you a little extra fuel. We'll just have to wait and see, but you got to go as long as you can. You can't pit early just because the nature of super speedway racing with cautions coming out at random times. You never know when the next one will be. So if you go as long as you can, that increases the likelihood that if that caution comes out, Ricky, you'll have the opportunity to come down the pit lane under yellow, because you always want to pit under yellow. Oh, big bad bump there.
Wiggled. Oh, big accident into the outside wall. 88 over on his side.
Ford truck spun around like a top. Klein involved. Landy Pavlin involved. Gallagher involved. Caution number 3 of the night. Now all that we were just talking about means absolutely nothing, Ricky.
That is true. Looks like almost a similar situation to the last incident, though, there, Joe.
It looks like bumper grab, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Let's see. Coming down the back straightaway here, 2 team trucks lined up, 88 and 11.
They are definitely locked up. The 88's giving the 11 a lot of big bumps here. He gets into the back of the 48, and I think it just gives him a bad shot and sends him out there.
Yeah. So for Aiden Roberson on the side of the truck, that's never good. Let's go on board with Brian Hunt here.
You can physically see the 88 laying down skid marks on the track when he's sliding around there. Effectively, everyone coming down pit road here, Joe. I think now the point is now we're at the point where you can definitely make it to the end here.
Mm-hmm.
Christian Grace going to try to hang on to this lead as they come onto pit road, but everyone can make it to the end. So just fill it up on fuel, get what you need for tires, and just get out of here and make a charge to the end. It's going to be interesting. 09 actually overshoots his pit box, so he's probably going to lose the lead here on pit road.
Yeah, one last go on board with the 82 through this wreck. Going to be some good wreck avoidance here from Keith Hughes. Love those moments where you can't see anything and then all of a sudden there's a truck right in front of you. As you said, Ricky, the 09 truck can lose 4 spots on the pit lane. Not good. Not good at all. So now it'll be Joshua Mercurio out in front of the field in that Crunchyroll Sony Toyota. Cody Lamas there in second in the Florida Panthers Chevrolet, and Keith Hughes rounding out that podium right now in the 82 Champion Ford. Are you a fan of the Champion hoodies and stuff?
I probably have some.
They're soft. They're pretty comfy.
No, I'm wearing a 47 right now. I mean, I've probably had some. I just don't remember when I did.
47.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
47.
I got like a Patriots sweatshirt on.
You mean like New Era?
I don't know if it's New Era. Give me a second. Hang on. Checking.
Ricky eats hats. He wears New England Patriots sweaters.
Yeah, it just says 47 on it.
Yeah, I think that's New Era's brand.
Yeah. It's like an abbreviation 47, like 1947.
Oh. I don't know then. I think so. I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know. It's not Champion though. I think I had some. I've had some before. Excuse me.
Professionalism at its finest here in the JTN booth.
Got myself tired there trying to take off my sweatshirt and then put it back on.
Gotta get on that supersonic jet to get up to Michigan for the USORL Cup Series.
Yeah.
Again, folks, that race going to be airing after this one here on JTN. It's a separate link. We'll go ahead and get that posted for you once we head into our post-race coverage. But that's coming up next here on JTN, the USORL Cup Series from the Michigan International Speedway. Coverage beginning 10:40 p.m. Eastern Time for that one. Then is the Maverick Cup Series from Gateway on Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series from Kansas next Thursday, May the 12th. At 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, those races live right here only on JTN.
One to go here from Daytona, under caution, I should say. Now 1 lap to go in the race. But, coming around here, 29 out of 40 laps. So we'll be getting 10 to go here in about 2 laps. So we'll be going back green with 11 laps to go, Joe. So it's going to be a mad dash to the finish here.
Mad dash to the finish. 11 laps to go. Ricky, we've seen a pretty tame race here tonight so far. Obviously, the 2 incidents got a couple trucks going over, but I think by Daytona standards, not too bad so far. Do you think that stays the same here for these last 11 laps?
I don't know, honestly. This whole... we've seen so much of Daytona, I don't know if we can really make a call what's going to be happening in the last 11 laps here. Things get wild here every single time, so buckle up and get ready, because this is going to be fun.
Going to be a fun one here. Joshua Mercurio with control. Cody Lamas there in second. Keith Hughes, Joseph Landy Pavlin, Aiden Roberson. Your top 5.
Okay, they're inside of each other. The 88 and the 11 are inside of each other. They're over and under, on top of each other. What in the world?
That, folks, is what we call server issues. Let's I don't know how much of a replay we'll have of it, but let's
They
get
just
you.
pop away and then come back, merged inside. Joe, I've never seen. We're still going green. Are
Not
we?
this lap.
No,
No.
wait, we're not. Now they're gone again,
Are they really?
and now they're back.
Here's about all we saw. Man. A couple guys tore up after that too. Well, you gotta go, right? If you got the damage, Joshua Mercurio gonna have control here for the restart, but obviously involved in that. With teammate Ian Roberson in the 88. And they're gone again.
And they're gone again.
So we're playing doing some magic tricks right now, folks. We're making the field appear and disappear.
And they're back. Yo, I'm not sure what's going on here.
Yeah.
We're still going back to green. The lights aren't on the pace car.
Magic is fun, EJ. Magic is fun. And yeah, this isn't something we've seen ever. I can't recall. So and we've done a fair amount of races with these guys here, and Greg points out that this doesn't seem to be an issue. But the real world has rain, Ricky. Internet sim racing and NR 2003 has server warp. So we get ready to go back racing. Here it will be our TWB 10 to go. Green flag. We're back underway. And
they're gone.
And they're gone. We're going to TWB 10 to go. Remember, folks, head on over to gardenlightsdirect.com because from porches to patios and more for all your outdoor lighting needs.
And they're back and they're inside of each other and they're wrecking.
GardenLightsDirect.com has you covered. Again, that's GardenLightsDirect.com here on your TWB 10 to go.
Ay, caramba.
Oh, we're racing back because we're 10 to go.
Yeah, okay.
That lap didn't
We'll see if we
count.
can get back to the line here. Cody Yamas leading. The 11 and the 88 pushing each other very hard. Joshua and Mercurio, they're trying to get back to this 48 before they get to the line here. We'll see what happens. They're not even up to speed here. They haven't even gotten into fourth. They just got into fourth gear.
Yeah, well, remember those two trucks were phased into each other at one point, so, yeah, but coming off of turn number 4, it's going to be Cody Lamas. Going to take the yellow flag and will be the leader. Yeah. I'm so confused, Ricky.
And they're gone again.
Yeah. This might be one of those, here's the incident again.
And they're gone again.
Just gonna grab this export.
And there's one truck on... Okay, there it is. Now they're all back.
Yeah, so they kind of
And
like...
the 11 is around in the grass.
So what we're experiencing right now is a cluster, and you can Yeah. So I have a feeling officials probably discussing what to do right now. You're over halfway, right? So the race would be official.
And they're gone.
Oh, the magic of movies. I got the pace truck back. I'm just gonna keep watching the pace truck.
Oh, we're just gonna let the cards fall where they may here, I guess. It's no real point in saying who's where. Just see what happens. If
We're
they keep
just-
falling out, coming in, I would imagine people are gonna start dropping out. So we'll see what happens. What the final determination is. Joe, they all blinked across the line at some point. So the 48's the leader, the 51 is in second, and then everyone else is a lap down because they blinked across the line.
Okay. All right.
So in terms of standings, it's. I don't think I can say it on broadcast, but it's a little bit completely
Messed up.
sideways.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a beep key. That would probably be something helpful.
a bit of a snafu going on here.
A race has been called.
And you hear it there from series official.
Who's in first? Where did they finish?
I have the results.
All right. So we're
Cody Lamas won the race.
all right. So Lamas takes home the victory. I would think that the 11 and 88, second and third, Ben.
Actually, I believe the 51 of Jason Dady was second.
Okay.
And third was, let me look at the screenshot I have, because I did screenshot the results. The 11 of Joshua Mercurio.
All
And
right.
it was Aiden Roberson 4th, Jesse Klein 5th, Keith Hughes 6th, Tristan Gray 7th, Joseph Landy Pavlon 8th, Brian Hunt 9th, Steve Gallagher 10th, Kyle Gatt 11th, myself 12th, and Connor Cooper rounding out the field in 13th.
You hear the results there from Benjamin Snyder, series official. We'll talk with those top three finishers here and get those post-race results for you on your screens in mere moments. So Ricky, a wild race. It ended up we weren't racing to lap 40. We were racing till server.
33.
So 33
Only the
laps.
second time in history that we've had an outage shortened race. Hopefully this isn't the case for Gateway on Tuesday. We have a backup server just in case.
We'll get those again, folks. We'll get those results on your screens in moments. Ricky, I know you got a plane to catch, so I'm gonna let you get out of here so you can get up to Michigan.
Yep, Joe, I gotta go skedaddle on over there. So I'll
Okay.
see you guys back on the next broadcast here in a
Again.
little under an hour.
Yep, 10
I'll be taking over for Ricky for the rest of the race.
So again, folks, 10:40 p.m. Eastern time. We'll have the USORL AlphaTauri Cup Series right here on JTN. We're going to try to, again, talk with our top three finishers And we'll get those results on your screens.
And Joe, thanks for having me for the remainder of tonight's broadcast.
No problem, Ben. Do you think we're good to start dragging people in here? I think we can.
I think we should. Let's drag in. I think Cody Lamas is on his way to victory lane with that number 48 truck.
So bringing him in, driver of the number 48, did better than his Florida Panthers did today. I had to bring it up, Cody. I had to bring it up, man.
I would have brought it up.
I have to get my jabs in there, It's not like it's not, it's just a jab. It's a little wing, a little nudge, but shortened race, but a victory nonetheless. How's it feel?
Feels good. I just kind of ran and let the race go how it went. And I guess I can say that it went better than, like you said, the Panthers did. At least I showed a little bit more effort than they did so far in the playoffs.
I think they showed effort in that second game, right? I mean...
Yeah, for like 5 minutes, and then that was really it.
But they still won. I mean, down 2-1, it's kind of like the situation you saw yourself in early on in the race, right? Involved in that first incident. You're down a little bit to the rest of the field, but then able to rally back. What went into that?
Yeah, that was not my best opening couple laps. Started on the pole. I guess it was a first gear restart. Kind of fell back, and I was trying to see if anybody would want to race, but no one really would go to the outside. And then they couldn't hold the bottom on the bottom and slid up into us. I thought we were going to fly away, but we got lucky warp bounce and didn't have much damage. And then everybody pitted to top off, and I found myself in fourth, I think it was, and then just kind of went from there on the restarts, because the restarts were kind of crazy.
We saw the restarts. The guy on the outside seemed to be able to get a better jump. Was that just kind of the tires maybe hooking up better out there, being able to gauge the restart better? What do you think went into that?
I don't know. I remember a couple of restarts. I started in second on the start. I think that was a mistake, and I started in first from there on. But then that one checkup happened where I believe it was the 51 on the bottom who was the leader. So we got going there. And every other time is just got to get a good roll, know where the green is, and pretty much managed to do that. It's a little bit more easier to judge on the top than the bottom, pretty much.
Well, easier to judge on the top than the bottom. Easier to judge the victory behind the wheel tonight, Cody. Congratulations on the win. Before we let you go, though, the floor is yours. Sponsors, family, friends, whoever you got to thank. Now it's time to do so.
No, just thank you guys for broadcasting. Thanks to Jesse for the host. It was a fun race until the rain happened. And we were dodging them showers out there most of the day. So that's Florida for you. What can you do? What can you say?
Well, I can say congratulations on the victory here tonight, Cody. Good luck to your Panthers. I think we're all cheering for the old Florida boys. And once again, congratulations on the win here tonight.
Thank you.
As Cody Lamas, your winner here tonight from Daytona. Let's go ahead and next bring in our second place finisher. He's the driver of the
51 of Jason Dady. But that 140, he was the 148 Daytona, Cody Lamas, and he got second. Jason, you've actually been running towards the back most of the time in the Maverick Cup Series. How does it feel to finally get in the top three?
Yeah, I'm glad that I got a second place for Daytona for the Truck Series for the number 51.
Well, Jason, a good run here tonight. Second place finish after the rain showers and the scoring snafus. What went into tonight's good run compared to maybe some of the other events this year?
It's just all about drafting and just being patient and not going into the wrecking zone.
And that's the thing with super speedway racing. You've got to find that drafting partner.
Yeah, I was going high and low to and concentrate with the racing and with drafting.
Do you think the experience from the opening Maverick Cup Series race played into the good run here tonight?
Yeah, I think so. And if I'm doing good, like if I continue being good on each track for the Truck Series, then I might probably be winning into the victory, in the victory lane.
Well, Jason, congratulations on the second place run here tonight. Before we let you go, anyone you want to shout out or thank?
Yeah, I have to thank my sponsor, Rowdy Angie, and my team to put into my car, truck, because we're in the Truck Series. But yeah, it was a blast into this series, and I hope I get into the second place for the Cup Series on Tuesday.
Well, Jason, congratulations on the second place run here tonight. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us, and good luck this Tuesday.
Yep.
Jason Dady, driver of the number 51 truck, your second place finisher. Ben, would you mind running an errand for me real quick? I don't want to pull Joshua away. Looks like he's chatting with Jesse. Can you just go check to see if he's good to come talk with us? So while he's doing that, folks, can't thank you enough as always for tuning in. Make sure if you haven't already, drop a like and subscribe to us here on JTN. Got a bunch of great upcoming races for you, including at 10:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, it's the USORL AlphaTauri Cup Series right here on JTN. What's the word, Ben?
Before the server started crashing, it showed Joshua Mercurio was leading, but it put him at third right when the server began crashing. I don't know what was going on. That's why I took the screenshot right when it crashed.
Yeah, I mean, well, stuff like this happens, I guess. I was leading there right before the rain came, and I don't really know what happened with the results, but I'm third, so.
Well, obviously, Joshua, I think safe to say not the finish that you and your team were looking for. But nonetheless, those issues happened. It seemed like you guys had a chance there when we got that I think we got one lap in between. What went into kind of, it seemed like you and the 88 were really able to work together well tonight. What went into that?
So just communication, just working together, and then he got into that wreck right before the last wreck, and I was thinking I was really close on fuel, so I was clutching on that last restart, just trying to save gas. I think it was razor thin. I was really thinking I was going to run out on the last lap, so it's a shame that we didn't get to see how that played out.
Well, a weird, wacky finish to the race here tonight, Joshua. Before we let you go, though, again, congratulations on the third place run. Anyone you want to shout out or thank?
The MP Motorsport guys for hooking up today and doing a great job. I want to thank Crunchyroll for sponsoring the truck, and hopefully no more third places for me.
You like those seconds and those firsts? Because you got to be careful. You can't say no more third place finishes, because then you'll start finishing fourth every week. And
yeah. Something I'd like.
No more finishes third or worse.
Yes, there we go. Thank you, Joe.
That's more like it.
Joshua, once again, congratulations on the third place run here tonight, and thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us.
All right, thanks, bye.
Joshua Mercurio, driver of the number 11, your third place finisher. Well, folks, it was a crazy, crazy race here tonight on JTN. And remember, we got another one coming up for you at 10:40 p.m. Eastern Time with the USORL AlphaTauri Cup Series. And Ben, of course, you got the next Maverick Cup Series race this Tuesday night. Anything the folks should be watching out for that in that one?
Well, hopefully some clean racing. It's going to be 100 laps on Gateway. So it's our first time going there. And actually, Las Vegas last year, that race had an outage as well, and the race had to be called. Everyone was out of the server But hopefully that does not happen on Tuesday. Hopefully we should be all set by then. But I think we have a backup server, if I can remember correctly. So we should be all good for Tuesday, and I'm looking forward to it. This is just a really crazy way to start off this series, and I don't have high expectations for this as opposed to Tuesdays because I've done a great job promoting that series and all the work that goes into it. A lot of that is on me. So yeah, I mean that's just everything I have to say about Tuesday nights. And again, thank you to Jesse for throwing this together. And I gotta admit, this not the way I expected this to go.
It was definitely a wild, wacky finish to the race here tonight, folks. And remember, we still got one more coming up for you tonight with the USRL AlphaTauri Cup Series. With all that being said, though, we'd like to thank you for tuning in. For all of us here at JTN, for Bristol, our producer, for Ricky Collette, I've been Joe Twansky. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time right here live on JTN. So long for now, folks.
Yeah, and they're going to be 3 wide coming to the checkered. Never mind, they're going to be... Oh! Turn 4 into the triangle, Whitehill and through the grass. It's going to be Noah Joyce winning his first career race in the Red Bull Cup Series.
Off the ride and a wreckage behind him. The cars flying everywhere. The cars upside down. It doesn't matter. Noah Joyce has done it. He's won at Daytona in the 3 car.
Behind, they're going to be side by side again. Contact there between Sinner and Bordeaux.
Oh, the contact! Oakley into the wall. That's going to be Jack Healy coming to the line.
Jack Healy wins the ride to